Good morning, I am Purnima, and once again I am going to continue the topic and in the Comet 2. In fact, I am going to revise some of the points from Comet 1 and then we will do Comet 2. Comet 2 is almost it is finished, but then children, I could not revise the question answer and everything with you. So after revising and after telling you something about the lessons, we will do the textual exercise and some other long questions. Okay. So with this I start my teaching, and first of all I welcome you all to my this English class, and now we will do the teaching. We will do this lesson. I am going to teach you. So first of all I will be revising some of the important points. My first point is that who is the writer of the Comet 1 and Comet 2. So writer, I think everybody know it is Narlikar. Narlikar, who is the writer, and children, let me tell you that this Narlikar, he was one of the great Indian scientists and he is still living now. He has given many interviews in the television, so he had become very familiar face in India. A lot of interviews of his used to come not only in the radio, but now he was much of a scene in television also. So his face became very familiar, and he was rather interested in children astronomy. So he was interested in stars, sun, comet and all that thing. Okay. So this story is both the chapter, the Comet 1 and the Comet 2 is written by him. Now children, I will tell you some of the most important points in Comet 1, that Datta was not a scientist. He was simply not even an astronomer, but star gazing. He was simply a children, his hobby is to study about the star. And children, most of his pastime he was seen looking and gazing at the star. He used to spend long hours during night to study the star. His one ambition in life was to discover a new comet. Now children, when Datta, his full name was Mr. Manoj Datta, but people used to call him Datta because he was a person who was very affectionate, with a very sweet nature with everybody, with a helping attitude, with a nice nature. So everybody used to like him in his office, in his colony. Okay, wherever he went, people used to love him, like him. So he was called Datta by his friends and family members and his near and dear ones. Now children, he had 3 secret wishes. One of his wish was to one of the wish was that he should be he should have a telescope, and he should pass his time looking at the moon and star. Now about his third wish I will be telling you later. So children, after very few months he got retired, and children, his all 3 wishes in fact fulfilled. So it was his first wish to buy a telescope. He bought the telescope. His second wish, children, is to spend lot of time in looking at the stars. So he was looking at the star, spending most of the time. And his third hobby was to discover a comet. This he did not share with anyone, because children, he was he was a person who was very shy and introvert. but secretly he wished to have a what to say, so that he wished to have a he wanted to find out a comet, and in which whose name he did not want to become famous. He only wanted to find it out. When Datta got retired, he had spent a lot of time in looking at the in his office. When he got retired, he got ample money, and he had spent those money in buying a telescope. And now his first wish was fulfilled. The telescope was not very expensive. Okay, it was not very good also. It was simply 8 inches telescope. Okay, not very small, but anyhow he was able to manage his work towards the telescope. And now children, what was his second wish? His second wish is to look at the star. Maximum time children he was passing with the star. So this was his second wish. Now in his second wish children, he passed the whole night in fact with the star, and this telescope he named as Divya Chakshu, that means a divine eye. Chakshu means eye in Sanskrit. And then children, he used to carry that telescope every time in his hand as soon as the star used to appear in the sky. And finally children, he used to see whole night. The wife of Datta, the Indrani Devi, was a very religious lady, and children, she also wanted to have a she also wanted to have a look that what her husband is doing, and then she find it out at maximum time he is giving to Divya. She kept the name to the telescope, and they both are, he along with the Divya, they are in the terrace looking at the star. Okay, she felt jealous that why he is spending a lot of time with Divya, and he has become so careless. Even he did not even care his health. One day he went to the terrace to watch the star without putting his sweater, and it was a December night. It was a very cold night. In India the weather is very cold in December. So he went there, and children, so she was very much worried that the day why he had got a telescope, because the moment he was having a telescope, he used to do what? He used to look at the sky whole night. He used to forget everything about his domestic work. In fact, he forgot about himself. He was suffering from fever, and still he forgot to wear the sweater. Okay, still he did not, instead of taking rest, he used to go upstairs to watch the star. Now, why he was watching stars so much? Because still his third wish remained unfulfilled. Okay, what was his third wish? His third wish was to look at the star and the planet. This was his third wish. Okay, and now children, it was his fourth wish. No fourth wish, but third wish was children very genuine. And though he was not a suitable astronomer, and he was not a scientist, but then children, it was his wish that he should discover the comet. That comet for the first time. Nobody should else see that comet. Okay, so finally that comet was children. Let's see whether he had discovered the comet or not. So one day Datta was studying the star. What did he see? He spotted a light near a star, and that light was not visible earlier. Naturally, he had a doubt. He took out his calculator from his pocket in the night. It was a cold night. He then took out the calculator, okay, small calculator, and then he calculated it, children. He calculated about a star, and suddenly he was very happy because now his third wish was also fulfilled. It was a comet which was very much far away from this earth, children, that faint like light which was almost looking like a star, and some blood light can be seen, the blood shape also. And children, it was confirmed now that it is not a star but it is a it is a comet. Now children, again he get confirmed, and after getting confirmed, children, he told some of his friends, and his friends were very happy. What they did told children, they have spread this news, and finally children, this news was has reached Indian Institute of Astrophysics (IIA). Later, when the people of Indian astrophysics heard this thing, they started looking at the comet, and finally children, they found that this comet was really there. It was not a fake news. And then he invited the finder of that comet. So who was the finder of that comet? It was Dattava. Okay. He called him, he felicitated him, and finally children, what did he tell? He told him that this comet, since you have discovered, we will name this comet as Datta comet. No, Comet Datta. Okay. So name of this comet will be Comet Datta. And children, then this newspaper was given to in the international level. It had spread in the whole world, and now children, people are very but many people are there who could not read this news. Okay. Now children, our scenario is changed now here. What is the scenario here? That at Cambridge, Datta, yes, before that I forgot to tell that Datta was very introvert type of person. So he did not, children, what did he told? He did not even took a little children did not like to have felicitation award. Children, this he had shared with his wife also, that he did not like to go and collect the award just because he had discovered a simple thing, that is a comet. So what his wife, what she told me in the Datta, even I did not want it, because she was a very superstitious lady. She told, because comet brings ill luck, and I did not want that your name should be associated with this comet. Okay. So Datta, what he told that we will, it's not the comet which brings the ill luck, it is only the belief of the people. It never brings. Now people are quite safe. We all know that the coin is made from what, and where does it leaves afterward. Okay. Now children, now I will be telling you that the scene is changed, and then there are two persons are there. One is James Forrest. What are the name of two persons? These are the name from Britain. So you have to learn it. So this is the name of one person, and it was children. I will be telling you what important role he had played. And other was John McPherson. Okay. So now children, Datta, he became his finding very famous. And now children, the seniority is of the Cambridge University. In Cambridge University, what did he find? Children, he find that two persons are there. One is a great astrophysicist, that is James Forrest. Okay, you can see the spelling also, Forresth. No. Now it is correct. So James Forrest, children, he was an astrophysics, and children, he discovered a very great thing related with this comet. And what was he discovered? 10 months, the Datta comet will be coming, which is coming straight towards the Earth. It will be collided on Earth. So this was his finding, and he was very upset, children. He was very upset, and finally he wrote all this thing in a paper, and he went to a publisher who was to publish a book. The name of that book was The Nature, and in that he wanted that his article should come in that and let the world become aware that after 10 months they may all die. Okay. Now children, he was in the dining hall, maybe having a cup of coffee or so, when a butler came to him with a silver tray, and there was an envelope. And children, when he opened the envelope, it was a strict instruction from John Macpherson. Who was John Macpherson? John Macpherson, children, he was having a very great rank. He was a defense and science advisor to the British governor. Okay. So children, he, you know what happened then, children, he was the person he called James Forrest. Okay, and why did he call? He told that you are going to give some articles in the magazine to Nature, and you have written some of your finding about comet Datta. So he told, yes sir, I have written what's wrong, because according to me it's not a good thing. After 10 months the comet will come and it will hit the Earth. Now Datta Babu, no, he told me, okay, but if this article will be read by the people, there will be a lot of panic. There will be a lot of panic, students, that whole people, the common person, they will die of fear as soon as they will, children, they will hear the word, this wording, if they will read it. So he told me, but even if I will not write, many other scientists are there who write. So he told me, forget about those scientists, and what you do is that you just if you want to publish, write it in some soft language. Don't write it in such a harsh manner that it will create a panic in the people's mind. They all will be scared, and children, hence it will be having a what to say. It will be a great time. It will be a children, what to say, children, it will be a worst time in the history of the Earth, because till now no planet had hit the Earth the way this comet Datta was going to hit the Earth. Well, James Forrest told him, we will keep him meeting and we will try to do something, and this will be, we will not invite press scholars and so many people, and this will be a secret and confidential meeting, and whatever finding we will do, we will discuss within ourselves only. So children, a meeting was arranged, and in that meeting, children, what happened? This John Macpherson, he invited Datta also. Okay, so children, this is the end of the first part of the Comet 1. And now, children, which I did not do, I have revised, I have given you all the important points. But let me tell you, children, now we will have to do the question answer. Now I will be telling you about question and answer, what type of question answer will be there in the examination. Okay, so we will follow the board pattern, children, the board pattern, and there will be an MCQ question in the examination, which will have to write only in one word or in one sentence. Then children, short answer question will be there. Short answer question will 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 short answer question will be there in the examination, and you have to write in 30 to 40 words. And this is very important, because the board of time limit is that given that you cannot write more than in 2 marks words, 40 marks, 40 words question should be there. Then he told children about the third thing, and the long answer, that is the most difficult part is student feel. So in long answer, don't scribble. Children, try to write the answer in 3 to 4 stanza. No, don't try, but you have to. And the children, the thing is that your introductory part and in concluding part should be is very important, that you have to check it. Okay, so now I would like to tell that this children, uh, these are the three type of question which is going to be become in the examination. Then children, moral value based question will be there in the long question. At what values you have learned here? Like in Comet 1, what we have learned, that children we have learned that hard work. Okay, if you will work hard, you will fulfill all your wishes. What are your dreams are there, you will definitely fulfill it. As related with the children, Dattada. Okay, he had also fulfilled his wish. Okay, now children, what are the other? That children, we have to, whatever we want to do it, we have to work very hard for it, then only we can achieve it. Then third, children, we should have a scientific outlook in our life. Okay, no superstitious belief, because we are living in 21st century where science is at least children, it is dominating religion in certain places. So children, religious point, religion is having another valuable thing and the science is having another value. But sometimes children, we feel like children here, she was performing in the chapter, Indrani Devi was performing a yag, that everything should become alright in the end, that related with the comet. Definitely children, everything became what you know about the story. Everything became children very nice manner. The end was very good. But children, what she is telling that this is due to the religious rituals which she has performed. Due to that, this has happened. Okay, so we cannot deny religion. We must have faith in God, but not to the extent, children. Only up to the level we should have that faith. Okay, we know Almighty is there. We cannot overpower Him. But at the same time, children, wrong belief and superstition we should not follow in the religion. So this is also one of the message. Okay. So now I am going to be doing the question and answer. First, textual question will be discussed. So why does Indrani Devi dislike Datta the hobnobbing with Divya? Hobnobbing means children to be together, and Divya was the telescope. So why she did not like that Dattada should be children? What to tell? Dattada should be children. He was passing a lot of time with that Divya, the telescope. Okay. So why did she not like that telescope? Now children, answer this. I will be discussing only the important point. You have to write by yourself. Okay, and then we will, in the online teaching also we can, I will be asking you the question and you have to answer on the basis of this point only. So my first point is that Divya was the name given by Indrani Devi to the telescope, that 8 inches telescope which was purchased by Datta to fulfill his dreams. Now, so Divya was the name given to the telescope. Dattada was always busy during the night with Divya. He never cared for his wife or about himself, so his wife disliked it as her rival. Now question number 2. She is complaining and smiling. Why she is smiling, children? At one place, children, you can see, children, it was written that she tried to suppress her smile. So this, did you remember when this was written? When children, she wake up because Dattada has forgot to close the window. It was a cold winter night, and children, that wind was coming, and she got up from the sleep. She was sleeping. She got disturbed. She got up from the sleep, and finally, children, what she has done? She has she just put her hand on the above pillow and she found that her husband is not there. He must have gone to the terrace to study the star. children, then she suddenly saw that her sweater was still lying there. It was a cold winter night. She was not feeling well also, and the doctor has advised her to take care. So she carried the sweater and she gave it to him. So children, when she was going upstairs to give the sweater, she smiled. Okay, why she was smiling? So she complained that Divya has cast a spell on her husband, but she could not help smiling at his childlike behavior. He did not bother to close the door and he forgot to put on his sweater. Okay, so this is the answer. And now question number 3. We are having two questions here. What was Datta's secret ambition? So Datta's secret ambition was to buy a good telescope and to have enough of his spare time to watch the star. At the same time, children, he had one more wish, that he should discover a comet. Okay, he should discover a comet. Now, and by the grace of God, all his 3 wishes were fulfilled also. Now to the third, the second part. What was Datta's secret ambition? So Datta's secret ambition was that to buy a good telescope and to have enough of spare time to watch the star. That means he should have sufficient time to watch the stars at night. And children, this question. He waited for his retirement to fulfill his dream, and finally he retired. After retirement, he got sufficient funds. Then he sought a telescope, and he had started going at the stars, caring for his wife and life. So children, this is question number 2 of question number 3. We are having 2 parts. So this is the second part which I have discussed with you. Now question number 4. Why is the difference between a planet and a comet as given in the story? So children, there is a lot of difference between a planet and comet, but what are the main thing which was there in the comet, which was different in the comet and the what is that? Yes, in the comet and the planet given in the story. So children, according to Datta, he had told something to us that a planet has a fixed orbit. A comet comes from the distant corners of the solar system. It keeps on changing. Okay, so this is question number 4. And now question number 5. Why was Datta hopeful that he would discover a new comet soon? So Datta was hopeful of discovering a new comet because he knew that professional astronomers did not consider them significant and ignored them. Okay, so children, these are the question, and children, these important points should be there. Remember, when you will write the question, no grammatical error should be there, and the spelling and everything should be correct. So question number 5, answer 5, Datta was hopeful of discovering a new comet because he knew that professional astronomers did not consider them significant and ignored them. This was in the mind of children, Datta. And now I will be reading the 6th one. Why does Datta say, I almost wish I had not discovered this comet? So children, the discovery of the new comet brought Datta the publicity which he had, and like children, he had to attend many reception and function, for he wished he had discovered that new comet. Okay. The discovery of the new comet made Datta the wife unhappy. She was superstitious and she thought that the discovery would bring calamities on the family as well as on the earth. So children, this is the answer of the question. Guess who? Why is his wife unhappy about her discovery? So she was unhappy about her discovery because just now I told you that the discovery of a new comet made Datta the wife unhappy. She was a superstitious lady and she thought that the discovery would bring calamities on the family as well as on the earth. So with this, children, I conclude my lesson, and we have done the first part of the question here, question answer, and try to write all this question in your own words in the copy, don't copy it from the net. So with this I conclude my class here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.